As a dyslexia specialist and educational specialist, I work with schools all over South Africa. So after my post about the disability discrimination yesterday, I had quite a few principals and schools reaching out to me, just like asking for more details of how they possibly can prevent a similar situation like that. My answer, the fact that you already think about it already shows me that you are aware about disability rights and acting in these children's best interest. So if we look at the case holistically, it should have been dealt with on an internal level, a school level. The school have the ability to resolve any issue evolving in the school. So when there is a complaint from a parent, it is important to understand there's a reason why the parent have a concern or why they complain. I didn't just wake up one day and say like, okay, what drama can I cause today? No, it was a concern and I raised it with the school and I assumed that they're going to support me. But what was happening? Institutional protection. So now it is like that, no, we can't take accountability, we can't take responsibility for it, we just like sweep it under the carpet. It doesn't exist. No one actually asked me for the evidence that I do have until it is now in the court, and now everything is documented in the court documents, and now that's evidence and it's quite clear and you can't deny it. But what should have happened is, as a parent, the school should have actually just like tried to support the incident internally. They have the authority to deal with any matter, any issue, any complaint. The school have authority to deal with it. If they don't have the ability, then they can get the external people in, or they can get the department involved, whoever. But it can be dealt with in an internal space. So first of all, institutional protection. So now it is like, oops, we made a mistake and now we need to cover up. So now A is protecting B, B protecting C, C protecting D, then the SGB protecting the school, then later on district protecting the school, and then the provincial government protecting the school. But now the case is in the court. Now it is, hopefully when we get the ruling it will be public, and then it's going to be, the evidence is going to be documented. So all of this could have been avoided if someone in the school management could have taken accountability and acted in my child's best interest. And it was quite clear. If the school, for example, came back to me and said, sure, we didn't realize this is what was happening. I don't know how we can fix this, but we made a mistake. I don't know, but we can't put it out there. You know, how's it going to look like if we're going to admit that we discriminated against your child? Instead of any accountability, it was just like, nope, we're just like going to sweep it under the carpet. We're just going to protect it. No, we did nothing wrong. No, and now one person lied, another person lied, the next person lied, the next one lied, and then we're sitting almost like 600 days later. When you lie, you cannot remember the truth because you were inventing a lie all the time to try and protect you, and now you can't remember that. But unfortunately, everything is documented, and that is where the discrepancies come out. So my message to schools, if you have a parent with a complaint, with a concern, try and understand where the concern and the complaint is coming from. It doesn't come from a place of being mean. It comes from a place that I legitimately have a concern about my child. My child is in your hands and I need you to assist me to resolve the issue. So all my advice yesterday to the principals at the schools that reached out was build relationships with your parents. Resolve these issues internally. If you don't have the knowledge, if you don't know how to resolve it, get help. Get someone to come and assist you. Yes, it is absolutely ridiculous that this case, almost 600 days later, still don't have a solution. There is like still nothing happening in it, and the evidence is quite clear, but up until now, there's not an official ruling. So now we have to go further into the court system to get that ruling, because at the end of the day, there needs to be accountable. And I've said it so many times, if this could happen to a high-performing neurodivergent child, I keep on asking myself the question, what about our other children? What about the children that does not have a mom doing a PhD, fighting for inclusive education? They do not know the education setup. They don't know the CS policy, the White Paper 6. Those parents don't have the knowledge. And obviously, I've been threatened when I started speaking up and demanding accountability for the disability discrimination. I received letter of demands. I was threatened with an interdict in the High Court to just like keep me quiet. And that is another can of worms. But at the end of the day, I knew my rights and I knew my child's constitutional rights. And that is why I am raising awareness about this issue. And I don't say that there's only one school where disability discrimination takes place. I think that sometimes it happens unintentional, but when you become aware of it, take accountability for it, put corrective measures in place, do what is right. As a teacher, you have an oath to act in each and every child's best interest, and the onus is on you. So the moment when there is anything, and we're human, we make mistakes. The most ironic part of this whole situation is that one of the teachers at the school came to me and said there was a minor one thing in my child's life that she might have just like not do 100% correctly. And the teacher came to me and she said, you know what, our children need to fail to be able to learn. And that was quite meaningful for me, because that is true. In life, we're human, we make mistakes. Children need a safe space. Children are at school to fail, to make mistakes so that they can learn. But now, we're sitting with a school environment, made a mistake, but they're above the law, and now they can't admit. They expect my child to be accountable for a mistake. But now, they adults, management, SGB, they can't take accountability for mistakes. So we're all human. And when there is the issue or concern from a parent, build relationship. Try and get a solution. Don't let issues escalate and go the legal way. Trust me, it's not worth it. But in my case, I have to do it. I absolutely have to do it. As a PhD candidate for inclusive education, I cannot sit back and look how the system is failing and damaging our children. So maybe if I had a different career, maybe I would have not acted so aggressively. But because this happened to my own child and I'm in the system, this was a wake-up call for me. If there is any schools, any parents, anyone with a concern, not knowing how to handle the situation, please reach out to me. I really want to make a difference, not just like in a province. I want to make a difference in South Africa. I want to create awareness. I want to take this to a global space where all schools need to become aware that they cannot treat the children with barriers to learning differently. They need to accommodate them. They cannot discriminate against them. So this is the ultimate aim of this whole court case. If you have any questions, please comment, reach out to me. I'm super happy to assist. If you have questions, if you want to have any information, if you want me to guide your school to a more inclusive approach, please make contact. At the end of the day, this is about each and every child facing neurodivergence or any barrier to learning in a school system meant to protect them.